Ah, yes. The beautiful function of a simple machine doing its job well. One of the best leaf crushers I've ever experienced, and it's finally mine. All mine. Somewhere I will find safe haven. Previously on Safe Haven, we worked together and built a great iron farm that makes these things. Nice, warming, glowing, burning golems to warm my hand fry. And then that helps to create lots of iron. As you can tell, we have about 22 stacks. Someone asked, what kind of rates does it get? This is a quad farm, 4 villages up at packed there. It averages about 6 stacks an hour, so I've been quite satisfied with that as a single player. I'll probably make a tutorial so you guys get a better view of how to actually put this together, but that's a project for another day. Right now, as another one falls, I never get tired of looking at that. I love it. Anyway, behind me, you see our bone farm, which has worked very well. As you can tell, I've picked up some wolves, tamed them, added them to here. So I have a fully functional AFK XP bone farm. We're going to use that and the lovely bones it creates to build a tree farm right here. Now, every tree farm needs space. So pretty quick here, I'm going to go ahead and do the hard job of actually mining out the space to create it. I don't deny we're going to be tight, but I think we can do it. To begin with though, let's take a look at the supplies you need to have to build this machine in your own worlds. While we're setting up, don't forget, I happily will do builds upon request. If there is a project you would like to see me hammer out, leave a comment. I will be happy to build it in a future episode. For this project though, let's take a look at the supplies. We're going to be using sticky pistons and we're going to be using slime blocks, about 20 slime blocks for this. And because of that, we need blocks that don't stick to slime blocks. So that's why we need about 68 watermelons and also about 32 jack-o'-lanterns. These are jack-o'-lanterns because we also want the light from them. We'll also need about 44 gates, and then we will need about just under 3 stacks of A block and 16 actual slabs. They do not have to be the smooth stone. I am choosing those I'm used to using them for redstone and for build. We'll need just over half a stack of hoppers. We'll need a hopper minecart, a piece of rail. We'll need an iron trapdoor. I do think it should be iron. We will need 15 repeaters, a single comparator, a little over half a stack of redstone dust. We'll need about 4 observers. We'll need 3 droppers, 1 dispenser. Of course, you will also need a piece of dirt to grow this all on. You'll want probably about 10 chests for bone storage, 4 redstone torches, a lamp, a switch. You'll probably want some stairs and a door for some decorative purposes. That's the essentials. This is going to cover 90% of the builds, and of course, each build takes a unique personality, so add a few bits and bobs as you see fit. And of course, credit where credit is due. I cannot claim the invention of this. This is Nims TV's design, because quite frankly, of all the tree farms I have seen, he has had the best tree crusher. I'll put the link in the description. Check it out if you want more detail. He really outdid himself with this one. For now, though, let me get this piece of dirt and start marking out a couple key points of where I need to stand and where I need to build before I just start digging craziness. I want to be within range so that while I'm working on the tree farm, I'm still triggering the XP farm. That's what this whole red line was about, is that this is the radius of where I can stand and still have the XP farm actually operating. Take a look here. Okay. And I know I need a block between me and the dirt. And this looks like it might be good. Let me just I want to see a couple of fresh skellies actually fall to prove I'm not crazy. And as you can tell, I got some dogs in there, got them in on the carts, cleaned that up a little bit. I think it looks pretty good, and it's been real functional to me. So that design also is highly modified, but the essential concept of the dogs and the tracks like they are, that's also from Nims TV. Nims knows his stuff, so I'm not ashamed to acknowledge that he's better than me, but this is things that I'm making use of to get this farm up and running. And that looks like it's going to be pretty good. Okay, let me pop in here gold block. I have no purpose for a gold block just yet, and it will clearly be identified as something not to mine. So let me put that there as the place I want to stand. And now it's time for every Minecrafter's least favorite game. It's time for me to make a bid.
Alright,
Okay,
so
sparing you the
I've
pain
got
of
the
that
area
dig,
cleared
I'm
out
keeping the red line in here
that I know is
to help
absolutely
me
safe,
keep an
and
eye
that
on
I
spawner
wanna clear out.
location and
If
activation
I
and
want to
such.
clear out,
I'll
if
pop
at
those
all
bricks out as I
possible,
need
much
to. I know
possible,
I
and a lot
will,
of this is
but
gonna have to be
I'm
mapped.
trying to keep it
I
to a
want to
minimum.
keep my red
And as you
circle
can tell,
in a
I've
spawn
dug
circle
this
for the
out.
spawner.
The dimensions
That
here
way
are
I
going to
know
be about
where I can
11 by
stand
11
easily enough
by
to keep the
10
spawner
high
out.
and about 2 down, to
And
give you an
while it might be
idea.
slightly
Nims will go
pricey,
over
I
it in
don't
more
have any
detail
other
for
use
you.
for it. The gold block is going
And
to be
again, I'm just
where
wanting
my
to make sure
preferred
before I
standing
really
is,
start putting blocks
because
together
stand here,
that my standing location
plant,
is going to work.
run
I
the
know if
tree
I
farm,
stand there,
still
that'll
have
work.
the
And it looks like I'm definitely picking up
mob
the
spawner
XP.
going.
Make
Got the dogs
sure
there
I
to
am
finish them off.
okay.
As you can tell,
Another one
I'm
or
still
two just to
generating
prove I'm in an
skellies
okay
and
spot.
even in range to collect the
I would
XP.
rather measure
And
twice
this
than
way I
cut
can
twice.
keep on working the
Okay.
system here
Yeah, I think we're good here.
and generating there.
More. Yeah,
As you can tell,
okay.
I've already moved my AFK
I'm going to
fish
build on
farm over
faith that
here
we've
as
got
well.
that good. As you can tell, that's my
Now, what
AFK
concerns
fish
me
farm.
slightly more,
Really trying to make this a productive
and
little
it's
area.
partially in design, partially
Okay.
concept, is
Now, as
right
we can tell here,
is
right
the
underneath
beginning
there
to go ahead
is
and take
the
out fuel
storage
box.
and sorter for everything from the fish farm and the bone farm. And I'm going to
the
tie
sorting
into
system
that
for my storage system
because
for all of
why
that.
am I going to build a
And I
separate
do
storage
want
system for
to tie
this?
into that.
We're
My
just going
game
to
plan
hopper
is
connect
to
it
just
from
drop
the
a
block,
hopper line
and then that's going to run
so that
underneath
the
there.
wood and
The
saplings
challenge
and
is going
everything
to
else
be
that we're generating
getting the
here,
hoppers and everything to
I'm not going to
run
build a separate storage
while
system. I'll just build another item
some of those blocks are
filter
charged.
onto
So I'm
it.
going to have to figure that out a
So I do
little
want to be
bit.
close enough to
That's
tie
probably going to
into
change
it,
my
but I
supplies
don't
for
want the
this
redstone to get
design
into the way.
for your own future reference, but
We're going to have to
that's the system
see
we're
how
working
this
with
all
for this
falls
build.
together.
Every build's a little unique.
But the only way to do
But
that
enough
is to
talking, let's
build
actually
it.
start getting some blocks put together
I went
here.
over what the supplies are needed for this.
Okay,
Go
let's start by
putting
actually
some
getting
of these pieces together here.
tree bone meal mechanism built in first. So we're going to grab the droppers and the dispenser. Okay. And I am going to need to take out part of this red line to do that. So beneath that, we're going to dig out 2 spaces behind and underneath the dirt block. Going to drop all 3 of the droppers and 1 dispenser.
Dispenser on top.
Yeah, right like that.
Good. Dispenser on top.
And then
I need to get a temporary block.
We are also then going to need to put a temporary block in here because I need to get a observer to look upwards.
And
so
put that there because
that'll be where the temporary goes.
My observer observing the block.
Alright, it's looking upwards. And I need to get an observer to observe that observer.
One more.
Can I? No.
Nope,
okay, I need to be lower. Temporary hole, drop that in. Pop that out. Get the observer in there. Okay. And then once, I just need to throw that one there.
Excellent. Okay,
here.
let's go ahead and grab.
Okay, let's get the comparator.
So with the system here,
take out the temporary block, throw the comparator on,
as.
and
There we are.
This
Okay.
is the tree detector.
So as you can
Basically,
tell,
this
that
will
will
have,
be
of
full
course,
of bone
items
meal.
in it. The bone
The
meal
block
that's dispensing.
of the tree
Once
will
there's a block
grow.
here,
That will allow the
the
computer to
dispenser
pull the
will be
signal
able to pull
through the
signal
block
that,
from the
any
dispenser.
signal, any amount.
That will
The
basically tell the
observer will
system that
observe
there is a
that.
tree
That'll
growing
bring
here.
the signal to
Once that signal is picked
the
up, it'll go
observer in
through
there
the vertical
and out
observers,
here.
take it out to the horizontal,
Okay, at that
and
point,
then we'll pick up the circuit there with, I need
grab a
a,
couple of these
I need that to build
blocks
on, and then I'm going to need one of my repeaters.
one of these repeaters.
Okay. Alright, and then we'll drop that on here. Okay. Repeater outwards.
Alright.
Perfect. Okay. That is going to let us get... Didn't mean to do that, sorry. And straight into a block, and then I need a torch.
And we need a single redstone torch.
Okay. And, okay.
Okay, that will get the
So that's
signal
going to
out
let
where
us
we're
get
gonna
the signal
carry it
all the way from the
upwards.
tree growing out to the
You
side,
start doing a little
so we
bit
can
of
then
work
run that
over here
upwards for the system. Now I need to put in the starting of the hopper system to collect saplings and wood, and we're going to start with getting the minecart directly underneath the dirt block, so anything that falls directly on that we still pick up too. Okay, I need a couple of hoppers, and I'm going to need my rail, going to need the hopper minecart. That's the essentials there. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, looking at the connection here just a little bit. Okay, alright. Alright, drop the hopper in. That stone block's going to go away here pretty quick. But for right now, drop the rail on, and then we drop the hopper minecart on top of the rail. Okay, and I don't see the need to take the rail off, so I just leave it there for this build. I've got an iron farm. Iron's not a problem. Now we start coming to the more unique part of this particular build to tie it into my existing system here.
Okay, need to get the hopper line figured out, thanks. Oh, that needs to be on full delay. Sorry I didn't mention that. My apologies. Needed to work that system out for a second. Okay. So we've got the hopper line will run underneath the gold block where I'm standing. That gold block will be replaced as well. Let's just do that now. Go ahead and put another hopper where it was. And then this is also where I'm going to need to go grab the gate. I like it better than carpet in this instance, just for the height it gives you to help planting saplings. And there's no real hot circuit that is actually going to trigger it. As you can tell, I've got a hopper line that goes from where I'm standing all the way into the sorting system. You can run it to any chest or anything that you would like. Again, that's your own personal preference. Okay, that can be covered up. Alright. Take it through here. Okay, we're looking pretty decent. Now we start getting back to the normal build here. And for that, we are going to... Oh shoot, I miscounted. I'm a horrible person, I'm sorry. We need to get ourselves an extra dropper. But that's why I made that redstone toolbox that I showed you last episode on with creations. Post a link in there if you're curious how to easily make a redstone toolbox. Now for this, we are going to go ahead and drop a dropper so it's spitting directly at us. And this way, while we're operating, we'll be able to get our drops, including our saplings, spat right back at us to continuously keep working on this. All of our hoppers will now funnel into that dropper. And we are going to go ahead and put basically a 5x5 pattern on with an extra 2 hoppers sticking out on the edges. I'll try to give you a more overview when you're putting it together. Okay, funnel everything in. Still pick up the XP. I can tell this is going to work out decently because as I'm building this, I'm still picking up XP. So I'm going to take a look. Where was I at the beginning of this mission? And tell me when I'm done at the end of the video how much XP did I pick up just building this thing. Leave a comment. I'll find it interesting. Okay, hopper placement. I can tell this is going to be a little bit tedious. Let me get this knocked out so you don't have to be bored for a couple of... Okay, and with the last couple of hoppers placed, let me try to hop up here a little bit to give you a decent view of how they look. Basically, the dirt block is the center of this star shape that we have. Everything kind of following 2 by 6 rows of hoppers in different directions. Best way to think about it. Alright, let's move on to more of the mechanics of this machine. And let's pick up some of this yummy XP that we're generating. I'm liking the system. Cover up the hopper line into the storage system. And pick up a few parts. Okay, no, I think I'm okay. Hang on. Okay, over here. Alright, need to get an extra observer. Again, I'm a horrible person. I used 3 on the trigger system. I need a 5th one for the timer circuit for the motor to run this thing. Okay, and while we're here, let's go ahead and take out this block so we don't forget about it. That way anything that drops through the minecart we can pop in there. Temporary hold to get me low enough. I'm not worried about the observer blocking that hopper. It's going to be very rare when that fires once a tree. The rest of the time it'll flow fine. I can deal with that. Okay. Yeah, that's all looking normal. Okay. And of course, throw the stone down just to look good here. Let's pick up, I need a couple of pistons, a repeater. Okay. Let's get the actual timer circuit built in here so we can basically put the motor in the beast, so to speak. Gonna need to knock out a couple of these blocks, I think. Okay. Alright, so come on back where you've got the triple dropper elevator up. Let's see. We are going to need to drop a block behind there because we need to put a repeater directly into the middle dropper. Then we will have a... Nope. Yep. Need to put a hole behind that to make room for the sticky piston, which is where a observer block will be, but the observer's output needs to go into that, so I'm going to need to fix that. Hang on. Wrong direction. Okay, temporary block. Okay, pop both of those out, and then pop that back on there. Excellent. Yep, there's that lovely noise, but it's necessary to make the machine run. Okay, so now is the time that we actually pop out a couple of these blocks, take out the wood, maybe if I use the right tool. Too many different blocks here. Okay, and pick up some XP. Okay, so beneath your furthest most hopper is where I want to put my switch. Take a look here. Okay. Oh, and that's on. Okay. Take a look here. Not what I planned. Hang on. Let me get back up here. Okay. Alright, so lamp is on. Lamp is on because of the farm, so I'm going to need to rewire the way that the Skelly farm works. You won't have this problem unless you build it this close. I'm just trying to keep things as close as possible, and I think I might be creating my own headaches, but such is Minecraft sometimes. Okay, pop that switch off. Okay, light goes off. That takes care of part of my problem. Alright, and drop a powered rail there. Good, that's going to go all on its own. Good. Okay. How'd I get in here? Oh yeah, I went over this side. Okay. Back around. Put away my extra pieces. I'm always horrible at putting my junk away. Okay. And we throw a switch onto it. That's going to be the main switch. Excellent. Okay. So now we need to have actual blocks underneath that. Okay, taking a look here. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. Need my redstone. Okay. Spin on around. Yeah, I hate that click too. Alright, so underneath the... okay, that's powered. Why is it powered? Okay, well, let's run the cable here first real quick. See if we can get that to turn the noise off. Okay. New. Okay, that's still powered. Not being powered by the switch. Okay, I need to knock this noise out real quick. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay. No. Okay, yeah, it was another switch from the Skelly spawner. I just rewired that. Okay, now we're back in business. Okay, and then we do that. Okay, so that's on, that's running. Yes, glorious, glorious noise. Okay, and while we're down there, we are going to need a couple of slabs to run a secondary circuit. First we grab a block, drop it underneath the dropper for the signal to be active through. Then we make use of a pair of slabs, put that next to the hopper line, and then we pick up some repeater to force that into the stone to give it a strong signal. 2 doses of redstone, picking up the signal through the dropper, and then we grab a pair of blocks to keep the signal from collecting to each other. Back over here. Throw a test in here. The dropper should be spitting out things, which it is. Perfect. Okay. And then... okay. Alright, and to turn it off, turn it on, you reach through the crack. I know it's tight, but now that they adjusted the hitbox of hoppers, you can. How you doing, boy? Double check, make sure skellies are going to drop on me. I'm just so paranoid I built this a block too far and that I'm not going to be able to operate both farms at the same time. I really wanted to. I thought I heard something. Okay. Okay, good. It is dead. Excellent. Okay. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Good, good, good. They are dying on me. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy XP. Okay, yep, I just wanted to double check. Okay. Think we're still good to go. Alright. Okay. Let's start talking about putting the frame up. And now that I put this up next to the stairs, I'm not crazy about this. Hang on. I like the stairs. I'm not liking the smooth stone right there. I don't know. Might have to do a redesign here. You know, I got plenty of stone. Let's just brick it. Let's just make bricks. I want bricks. Yes, I know I'm changing the block. It's Minecraft. I'd rather make that decision and build it this time than before. Okay. So once you've got the hopper pattern in, you are going to surround it with a block of your choice. And you are going to make the standard block size up for 2 rows high. Alright, let me take a look how we need to get the timer built in for this to work. Okay, took me a second, forgive me for that. Drop a block behind the observer, put dust on top of that block for it to pick up the signal. Then we need to get a slab, not on top of, but over that first observer. Pop off that space aligner, drop a block. Then, behind the repeater going into the dispenser, redstone through it, it comes in through that. Perfect. And then you've also got that block lined up to act as the containing wall for the saplings and everything else you're going to grow. And I'm going to go ahead and eat up some more XP. Okay. Now we are going to go ahead and get the wall built on here. We are going to surround the frame And then okay, take that up a second level. I'm being merciful, trying to go through this a little quicker for you. Okay, that's what it looks like on a slower motion here. It's nothing too crazy. So this, though, is essentially where a lot of the stone ends, and pretty quickly then, this is where we start adding in all the fun stuff. The pumpkins and the melons. Let me grab some of those now. Okay, so basically, the center line here is going to be your jack-o'-lanterns. Doorway adds a unique to it, but you can work with that. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, need to be able to still get in and out of the machine. Okay, let me build the first corner because this is going to be, 4 corners of duplicate efforts, but let me show you piece by piece this first one. Uh, Corner next to the pumpkin, drop in 2 stone, then next to that 2 watermelon, then 2 stone, and then the wall will have watermelon all along the line. Watermelon, watermelon, watermelon. Bonus points if you can say that a lot faster than me. Okay. We're going to go 5 blocks high, just repeating this pattern. It's going to be stone. Okay. How am I going to reach all this stuff? Probably going to use some side blocks of scaffolding here pretty quick, but drop in watermelon. Okay. Get the stone in. Stone, man. This hole needs to be there. That's going to be where pistons go here in a minute. Drop in the pumpkins. And then we are repeating history. And this is what it looks like when you're done. Okay. This slot here. Get me some scaffolding, I think. Can I jump? Can I do it if I jump? Is he going to be anywhere near nice to me? No. Can I get it in this one? Are you going to deny me too? Okay. Give me a second. Scaffolding. Yeah. I've really become a fan of slime block scaffolding because one punch to take them out is very convenient. Okay, hopping back in here again, and let's use the scaffolding, get ourselves up to... How many do I need to make this go in level? Where are my slime? There we are. Okay, 1, 2, can I do 3? Come on. There we are, yes, okay. And, well, proof the hopper works, excellent. Once the pistons are loaded, then we actually grab the slime blocks for the machine, and we drop 5 in every row. This is going to be setting up the base for a triple piston extender. And we throw those into each corner. Once the pistons are in, this is the easy job. That's number 3, and the last one. Oh shoot, gotta fix the pumpkins too. Okay. Can I still get out? Need to pop this one out. Much better. Nice and smooth. Yes, that's the proper alignment. Okay. And I've got... Okay, where are my gates? Now we use the gates. Excellent. Okay, and to the side of the slime blocks is where we drop gates and open them up. Okay, corner 1. No, we don't need it on the bottom. I double checked. Okay, corner 2. Okay, pick up the yummy yummy XP.
Alright, skipped ahead, got them all done for you. Ow! Okay, trying to think through here. We're going to need to work on the top, but we also need to start working on getting the wiring for the redstone, which I think we should do next. So the best guidance is that the bottom piston, that needs to be a slab just to keep it from being triggered by the wiring going around it. Then we use blocks all on the same horizontal level, so it will be one block away from the watermelon. We will be putting additional blocks in to run the redstone to it, but the redstone line goes off to the side. Off to the corner, I like to add a pumpkin to add lighting for the situation. Turn the corner, repeat the equation. Slab over the piston, redstone blocks on top. Before I get too far, I'm going to drop in the repeaters to get this set up. Now, I found a different timing works better. So let me get this adjusted. We're doing dust on top, redstone repeater, and repeater to full tick on the bottom. I'm a little fuzzy on the center one, but I know the edge one is full. Alright. And then we need to get the redstone circuit from the tree detector upwards. Let me get a few bits and bobs to do that. Looks like I already got that. Just need to organize the inventory. Okay. No, that's not going to work. Technically it will work, but I haven't confirmed it, so I don't want to power a block I'm uncertain it'll work. Okay. So we've got so many pumpkins, I'm adding that in. Nope, gotta get this the right way. There we are, okay. Pumpkin, torch, pumpkin. Oh, okay. Pop up there a little bit. Torch, pumpkin. Okay, jack-o'-lanterns, forgive me. I'm building as I'm throwing these down. Okay. Alright, back up here again. And dust the line. And before I get too far here, let me start checking the circuit. Okay, let me problem solve this, because that should be open since there is no block there. Give me a minute. Yummy XP. See, there's a reason why I'm building it here. Okay, let's test this a little bit here. Okay. Switch off, toggles that. And then that closes it, but not all the way. Okay, my timing's off a little bit, so I'm going to need to polish that. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah, that needs to be full. Okay. Up we go. Come on. Alright, trying to remember the timing. Yeah, I think that needs to be 2-second delay. Well, let's trigger the system first. Okay. Okay. Still problem solving. Alright. And, okay, that's fully retracted. Okay, so let's take a look here. Alright, so that is... Okay. Now we've got this. So that's going to be building the block arm again, one space away from the melon and pumpkin wall, because we'll be adding in the circuits there. Okay.
And then once we get to the stone wall at the edge, once we return in the corner, I drop in a jack-o'-lantern. And then again, we are looking at the slab beneath the line. So it's a block in the middle to make it even, a slab beneath that, then a block on top to the left, and then on the stair step down, it is dust on the high step, a 2-second delay on the middle step, and then a full delay then, on the lower repeater. Then we use dust to connect it all. And since that's a little bit of slow-mo, I will go ahead and just hammer out the rest because everything else is rinse and repeat. Okay, adding in the last circuit here. Again, center is even, 1 block up on the left, 1 block lower. You can use a slab then on the right, and then stair stepping it down, it is dust. Looks like 4-second delay and then full delay. And then coming around here, I do need to add a repeater to get the circuit charged all the way over here. That should be all she wrote. Take a look here. Okay, looks like everything's fully extended, which is what I want. Double check here. Okay, so that's off. Okay. That's looking, is that a ghost or not? Oh, those are seeming real. Ghost blocks, I hate them. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, yep, my timer is off. Okay, that's what the problem was. Okay. I'm an idiot. That one was my fault. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look in here. Should be all clean. Looks like we are. Okay. Getting to the tail end here. Now that the pistons are all firing properly, we need to make use of some blocks, some actual stone blocks or blocks of your choice, and we need to put a too high edge around the top, but we need to do that without falling to our doom inside the machine. We're going to start putting the lid on here basically. So hop on up here. Alright, and what we're going to do is over the piston part itself, we're going to create a little bit of a vacant hole. That way, air doesn't stick to slime. So we're going to make use of that principle. And we're going to go ahead and do 1 block high around everything. And then, let me just trace this outline. And I feel like I'm doing this on a balance beam. Take a look here. Don't need to worry about the redstone. We're focusing just on the pistons. Okay. And then once we've got that up, we are going to leave a gap over the piston itself. Just that way there's nothing for it to get stuck on and mess with block limit. Okay. I knew I was going to fall eventually. Okay. Okay, up we go. Oh gosh, now I'm too high. There we are. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start squaring this up, fill that up, but then, there we are. Okay. And then cover that over, but leave an air gap over this slime block. Okay. And we square that up then. And, okay, do this smart. Gonna make myself a little bit of a ledge for the next part of the job. Okay, since I've got that ledge now, I can work really smart and fill that in. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Now we are at the part of the job where we take those fence gates, and this is where we start filling that in. The fence gates will serve the purpose then of stopping trees from growing too tall, so that's good.
And then they will also create the purpose of blocking in the saplings, most importantly, as well as any apples or anything else that are created from the tree crushers. And that will throw it all back down into the machine where the lovely, lovely hoppers then will capture it. And then they will then spit it through the dropper first to our personal inventory. And then if we don't pick it up then, it'll go into the hopper we're standing on for that to then be added into our storage system that we funneled everything into. So we are really and truly getting into the basically last couple of blocks here to having a very functional tree farm on our server, or single player world. You'll forgive me, I'm building while I'm balancing while I'm placing blocks. Okay, hopping back down to the bowels of our tree farm here. Okay, take a look here, make sure I'm seeing, okay, hoppers are doing fine. There it is, dropper line's what I need to do here. And, nope, not there. There we are. Put the light back on there. Where's the hopper line? Or dropper? Okay. So what we need to do now is get this hopper line out to where we can access it, because this is going to be our bone meal feed line. Okay. And I just don't want any redstone current to go right up against the hopper and block anything. That there. I think we're probably okay at this point. Okay. Which way do I want to do that? Take that through there. Okay. Again, I don't want redstone to get into the situation here. I think we should be fine. Okay. Yeah, because the chest doesn't care about the redstone. Okay, and then we add another double chest onto that. I don't want to deal with the redstone circuit there. I don't want the hopper to lock. We're just right up next against it. So, yeah, I know it might just be on occasionally, but I still don't want. Yeah, that's gonna. Okay. Let's then just do a stack. Aesthetically, this isn't going to please me, but I want function over aesthetics. And we're not talking about a hugely ugly thing, but we are talking about technical functionality. So we'll just do a classic dropper there, or hopper there, and then we'll put in another double chest right there. That will give me 3 double chests worth of bone meal, plus everything that's in the pipe. And from experience, I'm going to put an extra chest here. I know it won't be part of the pipeline, but when I need to work with bones and meal and stuff, it'll be nice to have some extra storage inventory that I can throw my general junk into while I'm processing dust and everything. Okay, we are, I think, just about done. So let me get cleaned up. Let me eat up some nice yummy XP. Okay, I think we are ready for a test run. So let's flip the switch. Okay, get this sapling going. Okay, we have growth. Okay, I am not seeing my pistons trigger. Okay, let me knock this tree out and we'll go check out why. Where's the hitbox? Okay, that's fine. It's nice to see the skellies and the XP coming to me while I'm in there. Give me a second to problem solve this. Got it. Up top here, I needed to add a torch and I needed to add a block to get the proper circuit pulse up there. I had it basically reversed. But, you know, if that's the biggest hiccup we have, I'm getting off lucky. Put my button on there just as a... That sounds a lot better. Okay. Leave that button there just as a test circuit in case. Alright, let's give this another shot. Oh, that sounds good. There we are. Nicely. Okay.
And I need to learn all my standing positioning. Put that back down. Okay, that came off the side, didn't it? Yep, there it is. I shouldn't see that watermelon. Perfect. And okay. Okay. All right. Do it again. Yes. There we are. An excellent redstone machine doing the job like it should be, giving you mass supplies. Is there a prettier sight in Minecraft? There is. Comment below. Right now, I'm happy. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. I probably will do this for quite a while, just to get some wood supply up. But before I do, I should probably check one or two things here. Give me a minute. Before I go too crazy with this, I want to do a final check on the hopper stream, make sure that stuff that we put into it finds its way into the proper sorting system. Because the last thing I want to do is see all my wood and saplings burn to a crisp. Okay, 10 stacks and yeah, okay, not stacks, but 10 logs plus the saplings. That's the word I'm looking for. Already in there, so that's looking good. All right. Okay. I think we're doing good. I'm getting XP, I'm getting bones. This is a good day. I will take this any day. Okay, I've got a new toy. I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it. I'm going to spend a little time and actually just grow a whole bunch of trees and chop them on down because we've got stuff to build and wood's a major ingredient. But that's something I need you to tune in next week for. So while we're here, I want to remind you, if I made you smile, or if you want to be reminded about next week, leave a like and subscribe. I love your support. I'm Commander Tom, and I'll see you next mine.